Hello guys, welcome to the channel. And as the title of the video, and you may also aware about this, that young grandmaster Liang Awonder wins his game again Caruana Fabiano and Hikaru Nakamura. He is currently 14 years old and he get his grandmaster title at the age of 8 years. Quite a great achievement for Liang Awonder. Before starting the game, I would like to request you to subscribe the channel and show your support. So let's go for the game. Grandmaster Liang Awonder is white here and Grandmaster Caruana Fabiano is black here. So e4 by Liang, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b4, Rey Lopez, a6, bishop goes back to a4, knight to f6 and white castles, bishop to e7, rook to e1, b5, bishop goes back to b3, d6, c3 and black castles, h3, knight to a5 attacking the bishop, so bishop goes back to c2, a5, d4, knight to d7 remaneuvering the knight, d5 stopping the pawn, knight to b6. Now these two knights are aiming on c4, so knight b2 d2, bishop to d7, b3 and c4. So knight to f1, knight goes to b7 and bishop to e3, c takes on b3 and a takes on b3, a5 and bishop to d3, a4, then b4. Here Liang allows the pass pawn on a file. Rook to c8 attacking on this unprotected c3 pawn, queen to e2 allowing Caruana to take the pawn, but if he grabs the pawn, then bishop will grab the b5 pawn and bishop exchange is going to take place, and queen is attacking on this a file pawn and also rook, knight to c4 avoiding that move and also attacking on this dark square bishop. So bishop to c1, queen to e8 increasing the defense, knight 3 to d2, knight to b6, knight to b1, having a plan to knight to a3 and then attacking on this b5 pawn, f5 by Caruana, e takes on f5 and bishop takes on f5. Here Caruana allowing to take this b5 pawn, so Liang takes it, queen to g6. There is double attack and it is only protected by this rook, so bishop to e3 now attacking on this knight, and this knight is protected with the both of the rooks, but this knight can take this unprotected pawn, so knight takes on d5 and knight to g3 attacking on the bishop. Bishop takes the knight on b1. Here instead of capturing this bishop, Liang goes for bishop to c4 pinning the knight. Caruana goes for e4 protecting the knight here, and queen to a2. There is double attack on this knight now. Instead of this move, if he goes for knight to e4, then queen will take e4, bishop to d3 attacking the queen, and knight to c3. If bishop will take the queen and knight will take the queen with check, and rook takes on e2. Now this bishop is attacking on this knight and this knight don't have really good square to move, so there is only one square he can go, that is knight to e8. Now Liang can take this pawn and he has this pass pawn on b5, but Liang plays queen to a2, king to h8 and bishop takes on d5 and bishop takes on d5, queen takes on d5. Now queen is attacking on the knight and rook is attacking on this pawn, so knight moves to d8 and rook takes the pawn on a4. Now Liang has this great pass pawn on b5, knight to e6, b5, rook takes on c3 pawn, b6, rook to d3 attacking the queen, so queen goes to b5 giving the protection to this pawn, and queen to e8 by Caruana want to exchange the queen. And if Liang don't want to exchange, then there is a definitely rook exchange, that is white queen will take the rook on d3 and black queen will take the rook on a4. Instead of this, Liang takes the queen on e8, rook takes on e8 and rook to b1, knight to c5, keeping eye on this b7 square, rook to a7, again providing protection to this pawn, d5. Now this pawn is dangerous, so Caruana takes it with knight, and rook b takes on b7. Looking at the board, Caruana is down the piece, and these two rooks are very well placed, attacking on this 7th rank. There is double attack on this bishop, so bishop goes to f8 protecting the pawn on g7, knight to f3. There is triple attack on this g7 pawn. Caruana goes for d4 attacking the bishop, so bishop goes to g5, and all are aiming at this e7 square. e4 by Caruana, knight takes the g7 pawn, rook to d1 check, and king goes to h2, bishop to d6 check, and g3, rook to f8 threatening the f2 checkmate, so Liang goes for rook to f7. Instead he can go for bishop to f4, and after the bishop exchange he can't take this pawn. If he takes the pawn, then this checkmate is available for white. So this is also okay move, but he goes for rook to f7, rook takes on f7 and rook takes on f7, king to g8, so rook goes to d7, but this rook not able to take this bishop, otherwise king will take this knight. So e3 by Caruana, knight goes to h5. Caruana cannot take this pawn. If he take the pawn, then two move checkmate is available for white. If you want to go ahead and find that move, then you may pause the video and go for it. Hope you have paused the video. If you have found the move, then congratulations, and if you don't, then no worries, you will see the move now. That move is knight to f6 check. Wherever king go, it is going to be a checkmate in one. That is, if king goes to f8, then bishop to h6 checkmate, because rook is taking this 3 square and this knight is taking this 2 square. Else if he goes to h8, then rook to h7 is checkmate, because this 2 square is taken by the rook and knight is taking this square and king is in check. Caruana goes for bishop to e5 protecting the bishop and also avoiding the checkmate. F takes on e5 and d3 moving the pass pawn. Knight to f6, and this knight must be taken, so bishop take on f6 and bishop takes on f6. Rook to f1 attacking on the bishop, so bishop goes to g5, rook to f2 check, king goes to g1, and here Caruana resigns the game. There is no good move for black. His pawn is hanging. If rook goes to d2 to protecting the pawn, then e4, bishop is attacking on the rook, so rook to d1 again protecting the pawn, and there is a check, so white king will go to f2. This king is coming for this rook, also this bishop is covering this diagonal, and his king is stuck on this 8th rank. Rook is covering this 7th rank here, so Caruana resigns the game over here. Very nice game played by young Liang Awonder. Hope you have liked this video, so go ahead and click the like button. Don't forget to click the bell icon for my future videos, and you can check my previous videos over here. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.